Question 8. A manufacturer of nylon fishing lines claims that the breaking strength of its nylon fishing lines is normally distributed with a mean 3.5 kilograms and a variance 0.43 kilograms squared. Before we go on, I just want to write that down so I'm not having to read through 100 times. X is normally distributed, the mean is 3.5, and they give us the variance, so that's the standard deviation squared already, so we don't need to square that number. That is the variance. Following the installation of a new machine, the manager wishes to carry out a hypothesis test at the 5% level of significance to see if the breaking strength of the fishing lines has increased. In a random sample of 50 lines, the mean breaking strength is found to be 3.7. Calculate the value of the standardized test statistic. So we look at the sample means, and it would also be normally distributed, and the mean would stay the same, but then we have to change our variance, so 0.43 over n, which is 50. So to work out our Z test, this is you standardizing what they've got. So just to remind you of that, you get their mean from the sample, you take it away from the assumed mean of the population, and then you divide that by the standard deviation. And the standard deviation of the sample means is going to be the square root of this. So the square root of 0.4. So I'm going to write it, first of all, as sigma squared over n. Then we just put the values in. So x bar is what they worked out, which was 3.7, minus what we're assuming the population to be 3.5. And we divide that by the square root of 0.43 over 50. And if you put that in your calculator to 3 sig figs, you get 2.16. Okay, so just be careful with, in this question, what they give you. They've given you the variance, and then for the sample means you have to get the variance and divide it by n. Okay, sometimes you've got here, at the second part, you've got sigma squared, and then basically this bit here becomes sigma squared over n. There's no sign of a square here because it already has been squared. So you're just dividing that variance by 50. And then the variance has to go into the square root here in the standardization part. And then you square root that variance, and that gives you the standard deviation. Okay, so that's our Z test. And then it says, hence or otherwise complete the hypothesis test. Hypothesis test would start off with a null hypothesis and then an alternative. Hopefully you can already see this is normal distribution because they've said so. And normal distribution is talking about means. What do we assume the mean to be? And then what's the alternative for the mean? We assume it to be 3.5. So they claim it to be 3.5 and you take the word for it and you think, right, that's what they say it is. That's our null hypothesis. Someone else has all our suspicions. Let's find out what they think. The manager wishes to carry out a hypothesis test to see if the breaking strength of the fishing lines has increased. So that's a one-tail test because he's only looking at, he thinks that the mu has increased, so greater than 3.5. So that's a one-tail test at the 5% significance level. So from that we could work out what Z crit is. Okay, so Z crit's like our boundary line. We've got a normal distribution here. We got a Z test score of 2.16, so 2.16 is going to be somewhere in this line, but I'd rather put on Z crit first of all so I can see whether Z test is outside or inside. Z crit is where there is 0.05% chance on the upper side because it's 5% significance level, so there's only going to be a 5% chance of it being bigger than the Z crit value. So that means that the area to the left of Z crit is 0.95. So what I need to do, write that back clear, is find 95% or 0.95 in the tables or using your calculator. On the normal tables, which is page 12 of the formula booklet, I'm looking inside because I'm looking for an area. 0.95 is 1.645. 1.645. So 1.645 is here, 1.645. If you've got a value less than 1.645, you're in the acceptance region. And if you are bigger than 1.645, you're going to be in the critical region. We have 2.16, so it's in the critical region. That Z test score is bigger than Z crit. Z test is bigger than Z crit, i.e. 2.16 is bigger than 1.645. Therefore, we reject H0. It's too unlikely of that happening. It's less than a 5% chance of getting 2.16. So that must mean that the null hypothesis is incorrect. So we reject H0, and then we write our statement reflecting what the question is talking about, which is the breaking strength of the fishing lines. There is sufficient evidence at the 5% significance level that the mean strength of the fishing lines has increased.